Lesson 822, problem 867. In this problem, it says to use the zero product property to solve the quadratic equation 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. And so it's set equal to 0 because we're going to use the zero product property. So what I need to do to start out with is I need to factor this quadratic equation so that I can put each factor equal to 0 and use this zero product property. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my generic rectangle and my diamond. All right, I have my 2x squares, my 1s, multiply those together to get the top of my diamond. So that gives me negative 24x squared. And then my x's go in the bottom of my diamond. So I'm looking for those factors that multiply to give me negative 24x squared and add up to give me 5x. So those factors are positive 8x and negative 3x. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those into my generic rectangle. And then now I need to find the dimensions of that rectangle. So I know that this has got to be 2x because that goes both into 2x squared and 8x. That makes this an x because 2x times x gives me 2x squared. And then 2x times positive 4 is going to give me those 8x's. Over here, x times negative 3 is going to give me those negative 3x's. And then just to verify, negative 3 times positive 4 does in fact give me negative 12. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write that area as a product, so the factored form. Okay, so all we did there was we took our area as a sum, and then we got it factored, so now we have the area as a product, and just like I had this equal to 0, I need to do that down here. So using the zero product property means we need to take each of these factors and set each of them equal to 0. And then I'm going to solve each of those individual equations. So solving for x here, subtract 4 from both sides, and I get x equals negative 4. And I'm going to do the same thing in this equation. Add 3 to both sides. Gives me 2x equal to 3. And I'm going to divide by the number in front of my x. So divide by 2. So I get that x equals 3/2. All right, so these solutions are the x values that make my equation true, right? So if I was to take this negative 4 and plug it in for x, I'd have negative 4 plus 4 equal to 0. It makes it true. Same thing with my other equation. When we talk about our solutions, we're looking for these x-intercepts, right? So this one was negative 4, 0. And this one was 3/2, 0. All right, so our solutions, we refer to them as the x-intercepts, we refer to them as the roots, and we refer to them as the zeros. So all three of those words we use to represent those solutions. All right, and then the other piece is that we now need to sketch this parabola, but I only have my x-intercepts right now. Okay, and so I need another piece to be able to sketch this parabola. So I can probably find my y-intercept. So I'm going to go back and rewrite my original equation. Pick a different color to do this. So 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. So 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. Okay, and instead of setting that equal to 0, I'm going to have it equal to y. And I'm trying to find my y-intercept, so I want to let my x values equal 0. So I'm going to just go ahead and rewrite my equation, and when I get to my x's, I'm going to substitute in 0. And now I'm going to solve for y. So we get that y equals negative 12. And remember, that's when we put 0 in for x. We got our y value to be negative 12. All right, so now we have our y-intercept, 0, negative 12. And then going back up, we had our two x-intercepts. So now we can go ahead and put those, just draw a sketch of them. So this is just going to be a very rough sketch. So we've got negative 12 down here. I know that 2, 3, 4. I have one of my zeros at negative 4, 0. I've got my y-intercept, and then I know I have my other zero, my other root at 3/2, so at 1.5, so somewhere in here. Okay, so now looking at this, I know that my vertex has to be in between my 2 points, and so I'm going to go ahead and just assume it's somewhere down here and just draw a rough sketch of that parabola.